Hello and welcome to No More Daydreams. This is JJ Briggs, and thank you so much for being here amongst the zinnias at Tabbs Creek Flower Farm. I've been doing some kind of like management consulting and helping out through No More Daydreams at the flower farm, and I don't have experience farming. I don't have much experience with flowers at all, besides like watering the flowers as a kid and mulching the beds every spring with my mom. But it's been a really incredible experience so far, and a lot of management experience from food service can apply to whatever industry one is working in. And it's been really fun to just like problem solve. There's best practices, of course, but it kind of feels like fun problem solving every day. There's never just kind of like one way to approach something in food service, especially in the hospital. It's, this is the recipe, this is the exact ingredients we use. If this ingredient is not used, then this is the approved substitution, this amount for this many servings. So that, like, it feels very like, understandably, right? We're feeding sick patients in a hospital. We want to make sure we account for every single allergen and make sure that we have safe food handling practices. But it's been fun to work with the earth and work with flowers, and just get experience with all of that. So that's been keeping me really busy. It's been really fun, really wonderful, and I haven't been podcasting as much, but I just wanted to do a quick episode here on something I talk about with my clients all the time. ABP, always be prepared. My sister said ABP to me this weekend. Lucy and I went to go visit her and my brother-in-law and my two nephews, and we were hanging out at the pool, and she was like, all right, let's go. And I was like, oh, wait, so I shouldn't grab my goggles? And she was like, oh, no, we can stay for a little bit. So I not only had my goggles, actually 2 pairs of goggles, because one just like didn't work that well for me, but it still works fine. So I had my 2 goggles, and then I grabbed Lucy's goggles because you just never know. So my 2 nephews had theirs, and then I magically produced 3 pairs of goggles from my pool bag, and we ended up like swimming and going for little like diving toys for probably like 25-30 minutes. I know I was tired afterwards, but it was just really fun. And we just started laughing, like, who carries around 3 pairs of goggles with them? So I'm grateful that the 3 pairs of goggles finally came to use. And maybe it's not the best example of always being prepared. It's probably overkill a little bit, but I really do think, especially when it comes to our health habits, being prepared is like half of the battle, if not maybe even a little bit more. We can't control everything. We can only control the controllables, and being prepared is definitely a balance of being forward thinking and kind of like anticipating, okay, what are my future needs, or what might I need in the scenario for work or this trip or whatever it might be. It's kind of like we need to anticipate the future, but also not get like too ahead of ourselves, where we can still stay present and stay grounded in the moment. So again, it's definitely a balancing act, but I really do believe that being prepared is half the battle. And when I say health habits, being a dietitian, of course, I always think of nutrition. So one thing over the last couple months that Lucy and I have really been focusing on is ordering grocery. I use Instacart. I do like going to the grocery store, but I've just found it's just so much easier for me to be prepared and be consistent with using Instacart. And I know that's not available for everybody, whether it be just like geographically or financially. But one thing I've really been doing is trying my best to order groceries ahead of time. Not necessarily like prepping, like meal prepping, but at least like planning dinners ahead of time. Like, all right, Monday night we're gonna do tofu and rice. Tuesday night we're gonna do nachos, like whatever it might be. Just kind of like planning ahead of time. I do prep my lunch the night before. So this morning I left early. I left at like 5:10 in the morning because it's about an hour and a half to get to the farm from my house. So like last night I actually made kind of double of everything. So I have lunch for today and lunch for tomorrow. So This morning, all I had to do was throw on the outfit, throw on my clothes, which I picked out last night, and it was kind of just waiting outside my room for me. I just had to throw on my clothes, brush my teeth, take my Wellbutrin, and pop a couple Eggos in the toaster, and just throw my lunch in my cooler. I even had my water already kind of like prepped and in the refrigerator as well. So like being prepared this morning, that's a difference. There's like netting on on the flowers, the zinnias right here. I wonder if you can see. And my journal, my journal was touching the netting, but I didn't realize it, and so it started moving, and I thought there was some sort of animal or critter or something around here. Earlier, I heard like a and I looked up and there's like a hummingbird like right here. It was so cool. What I was saying is, you know, being prepared, making my lunch last night, that's the difference between getting up and out in 20 minutes today and feeling good, knowing I have some fruit, some vegetables, I have my turkey sandwich, I have an extra Uncrustable in case I get hungry, I've got my protein shake, I've got, you know, like knowing that I have everything I need for today versus waking up in the morning, kind of rushing to make a sandwich, throwing stuff in there, maybe not cutting up my vegetables, like just eating a pepper like an apple, which is fine. I don't mind doing that. But just sometimes, like I don't want to commit to a whole pepper. So sometimes I just want half, right? But it seems like small, almost like silly things, but when you add all of those small things up, right? Having my outfit picked out, having my lunch laid out, having my backpack packed, having my change of clothes packed, all of those things, it helps me come here and be prepared for the day, because you never know what is going to happen on the farm. It could start downpouring, right? Maybe I need a couple changes of clothes, you know, maybe my boots get wet and I need another change of boots. Like, you just, again, truly never know what you're going to run into, what kind of work you're going to be doing. Am I going to be inside in the workshop where it's air conditioned? Am I going to be outside? What's the humidity? How much sun is there going to be? Do I have enough sunblock, right? There's just so many things to kind of like keep in mind. So what I don't have yet is a meeting agenda lined up for the meeting I'm going to have tonight with the farm owner and another employee. So I'm not, I have an idea, but I don't have it like written down. I don't have it structured. I'm not 100% positive what my plan here at the farm is going to be. Again, I kind of have a list of what needs to be done, but I've thought ahead enough where I can be fully present here for the, whatever it is, 6, 7, 8 hours that I'm here. I can be fully present here, knowing that I have everything I need, everything I could, you know, need for my day here. So I can be fully present. And then when I head home, that's when I can tackle the meeting agenda. That's when I can kind of like think ahead to the next step. But because I've prepared, because I've kind of set myself up for success and at least controlled the controllables, right? I can't control the weather. I can't control how unbelievably fast the weeds grow, but also how unbelievably fast these gorgeous zinnias grow. Like, I can't control that, but I can control how prepared I am. So that's it. Just a little reminder to always be prepared. Thank you so much for watching, for listening. Let me know what you think of the episode. Let me know, you know, what's on your mind, what you want to hear episodes about. And yeah, sending all my love, all my loving kindness. Truly, I'm so grateful for every single person that's subscribed, every single person that listens. I never take it for granted. Time is the one thing we can never get back. So, you know, again, truly, I never take it for granted. Sending you all the love, and we'll chat soon.